Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're stepping into one of the most gut-wrenching Reddit stories I've read in a long time. A married woman, already stretched thin with young kids, discovers she's pregnant again. Her husband? He wants her to end it, but for her, abortion isn't just a choice, it's something that could shatter her mind, her body, and their entire marriage. She's reaching out desperately for perspective, especially from men, begging to understand if fairness even exists here. Or if this is just one of those cruel situations where maybe everyone ends up broken. This one hurts. Names changed, details softened for privacy. Hold on tight, let's go in. I'm 28. My husband's 26. We have two beautiful, exhausting little ones at home full-time. And his child from before, every other weekend. All of them under 6. Our days are chaos, love, and survival. After our youngest arrived 1.5 years ago, we finally talked about not having more. I told him straight. Hormonal birth control destroyed me last time. Physically, mentally. I couldn't do it again. I said, I was okay with another baby if it happened. But if he wasn't, we needed condoms, or he could get a vasectomy. He refused the vasectomy. He wasn't sure he was done having kids. So we left it there. With those heavy words hanging in the air. If it happens, it happens. For a whole year, I held on to that. I believed it. Lately, I've even whispered it out loud, I want another baby, and he played along. He said things like, I want to put a baby in you. We didn't use protection, not once, 2 weeks ago. The symptoms started, nausea, exhaustion. I took the test, positive. His face, it crumpled into anger. Pure fury. He exploded, said he thought peeing after sex was some kind of protection. I never said that, never implied it. I told him over and over it was just to avoid infections. But in his mind, that was enough. He wasn't ready. Finances, capacity, the future. He begged no, demanded I get an abortion. I listened. God, I tried so hard to hear him. I opened our budget, showed him we're actually in a better spot than when our last one came. Steady job, home every night. Better schedule coming, no more plans to move far from family. I work part-time. But my truth is heavier, darker. Years ago, I lost a baby at 24 weeks. The grief, the physical wreckage, the mental spiral that followed, it nearly ended me. Abortion for me isn't simple. It would rip open every scar. I truly believe it could destroy my mind, my health, and us. I'm not against it for others. But for me, it's not safe. I told him, tears in my eyes. I'm not willing. He said I was silencing him. That he deserves a say because it takes two to make a life. I get that he can voice his terror, his dreams, his limits. But once this tiny heartbeat is inside me, my body isn't a democracy anymore. Yesterday, heavy bleeding, terrifying, subchorionic hematoma. But the ultrasound, that little heartbeat flickering on the screen, alive, fighting. Today we tried talking again. He started gentle, worried for me for the baby, then it twisted. He's not ready, abort. We could try again in 3 years. We never decided to keep it. I reminded him of his own words last time. He'd support me no matter what. That's when everything shattered. In the car, he screamed. Slammed his coffee mug so hard it exploded across me, hot liquid burning my skin. I froze. I have a history of abuse. When someone yells, I shut down completely. He pulled over, refused to drive, demanded I talk. Threw in jabs about me running to my mom. I couldn't move. Couldn't speak, just paralyzed with fear and heartbreak. He feels trapped, powerless. Like this pregnancy stole his consent. I feel betrayed. We both knew the risk. I believed we accepted it together. Now I'm being asked to destroy part of myself to fix his panic. It feels like pressure to hurt myself, so he doesn't have to hurt. Update. This post exploded. I read almost everything. Some saw red flags, maybe something deeper. I don't think it's a lost job or cheating. I think he was finally tasting freedom. Our youngest getting older. US reconnecting not just parents but husband and wife. And this felt like the rug yanked out. 10 steps backward. Terrifying. But that doesn't excuse the yelling, the avoidance, the cruelty. We're talking about that tonight. Kids asleep because this can't stand. Medical update. Hits harder. The ultrasound revealed more. Medium to large hemorrhage on one side, smaller on the other. With my history, preterm labors, high risk everything, bed rest before my OB is blunt. Continuing means likely preterm birth. Life-threatening for me. 6 months of bed rest. We have family, but no money for full-time help. They can't drop everything. This changes everything. We're starting therapy individual for both, couples too, beginning of February. He's been in VA therapy for military PTSD, but switching to more frequent care. He's always been my rock, the most loving man I've known. I think the stress, the fear, the embarrassment, it just overwhelmed him, broke through. This is agony, impossible. She's pleading. What does real fairness look like once a pregnancy exists? Am I being selfish? Or is this just a tragedy where no path spares pain? She especially wanted men's voices to see both sides to find any way forward. What would you do? If this was your marriage, your fear, your buddy? Tell me in the comments kindly. If you've walked anything close, share if you can. This one touched deep, if it moved you too. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for more stories that hit hard. Take care of your hearts out there. Thanks for being here.